And we are live right now, live streaming. Hi, so please introduce yourself.
Yep. My name is Taka Tsujimura of Konica Minolta, and we have two colleagues, Nakajima-san and Takemoto-san together. And this
Hello.
is the one we made for Tabak-san. This is an
Wow.
devices net. The label is shining on and off.
Whoa.
Not for you.
This is my new Coca-Cola brand, right? I mean, my new beverage.
Like, yeah. You are a businessman now.
So this is OLED lighting.
Yes. Label mounted on it. Actually, the very thin. Our device is only 0.2 millimeters, so it fits perfectly in the label. And I also have a thin battery, so that's why you can't see anything, any devices in it, but it actually lights. So the people wonders with an surprise. So this kind of a device can be made.
It looks like magic a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a very thin, flexible OLED lighting, right?
Yeah.
So is this like a new type of lighting? How where's the battery? Is it inside the bottle?
Yeah, inside inside the label. So the bottle is the normal bottle that we bought in the store yesterday. Yeah. It's just that. This is the actual module.
Can we see it up close? Can we come close to that one? What is there?
Yeah. We have two batteries here, and this is the panel, and we have switch here, and this is implemented in the label. So it's very thin. This one is 0.2 millimeter, and I think this battery is like a 0.4 millimeter also, but still very thin. So that's why people cannot feel there's any electronics inside, but actually this shines with the surprise. So this kind of device can be made.
So you have a flexible light.
Yeah.
And with a flexible battery also?
Flexible battery, yes. This kind of device is actually used for the campaign in a famous beverage company. So yeah, that is what we are promoting now. Yep.
Nice. So this is like this could, if you can make this in the right way, it could be huge, right? It could be all the labels, all the business cards are going to light up.
Yeah, hopefully.
All the walls, the wallpaper is going to light up.
Wallpaper will be made actually. So then that would become a very big business. Then if such happens, of course. Yeah. But unfortunately,
what are we looking at there?
High. Cost is high for the wallpaper, maybe.
Yeah. What do you say? Sorry.
Maybe cost is too high for the wallpaper, but yeah, you can theoretically do that. Yep.
What are we looking at here?
Oh, this one is a module that we have a red square panel, white square panel, and a rectangle one, and they are shining by means of a USB cable. So we have many ways to shine this kind of panels. We can do a thin battery or the coin battery or the USB or we also can do the wireless operation like this one is shines by means of the antenna. This is the so-called NFC, near field communication method that shines our panel. So we have various ways to shine our panel. So that totally depend on the application. So we have many possibilities.
This is every wireless charger has this signal going out, or
actually yes, and even smartphones sometimes don't have a NFC, but if your phone has such a wireless communication in NFC, then this will make it work. So this shines perfectly.
And it's very low power, no? How much power comes out of this NFC system?
Actually, it's a kind of it's the NFC is not a very large power consumer actually. Our panel normally works like just something like a 10 milliamps, so with a 3 volt or so, so very low power. Like if we multiply like a 30 milliwatt or so, right? So it's very low power consumption and also shines very brightly. So yeah, this
So
kind of
is
device.
it is there any white OLEDs in there, or is it just color?
Actually, the red device has a threshold voltage lower than three volts. So it shines better than the white one. Actually, white one need to have a little larger than 3 volts. So we need some more electronics to work on it. So, but actually, theoretically, it works. Yeah.
Nice. And that device you were showing just before, the with the little box, is that like a kit, or
Yeah, this is
what
the
is?
kit that we made for this kind of a demonstration. I think this is with a microprocessor to operate it. Now it just shines. Yeah. And we
Um,
also have another one, another things to show. Maybe we can show greeting cards. This one, can you see now? This is a Chinese. This is for Chinese New Year, and it actually shines. And the purpose of this one, you can write by the pen. You can write any message. You can see this brochure. You can do the handwriting on this one OLED lighting. So that's how you can deliver the message with the the surprising feature like it's that this is also very thin. You don't feel any thickness. So that then you probably receiver will be surprised and with your message, with your message. Then this is perfect solution for the COVID period, right? And this is
yeah.
for the holiday seasons. And this is gloves and Santa Claus, and you can write yeah seasons greetings or whatever message.
How many
Yeah.
times? How long can you light it up with the little battery that goes into the card?
How many you want?
How long will it light? Maybe with a small battery.
3 seconds multiplied by the 500 times with no
All
problem.
right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
for greeting card is no problem. Well, it actually this length is determined by the capacity of the battery, not by the lighting itself. But we are using a very thin battery, so that's why the capacity is limited. But it operates like on 500 times with no problem. Yeah.
wow. And then potentially it could somebody could program like a crazy, interesting greeting card that lights up in all kinds of different ways.
Yeah, that is possible. Yeah, now that we can do a lot of such interesting things, of course.
People have 6 weeks to do it, right, before Christmas.
Yeah. It's a perfect
How
timing.
about getting into mass production? You can do if a customer wants to do huge quantity as possible, or how long will it take for this to be in a big quantity?
Actually, yeah, the panel is no problem. We can make a lot, and then probably that's up to how we make the greeting cards. Yeah. So
Um,
we are making for our customers and for our clients. So, yeah, we are now making those greeting cards so that they can feel how to use it, how to use our OLED, right? It's also a kind of marketing tool for us. But the best timing for people to feel how thin is our OLED device and how it can make people surprised. So that's why we're using this kind of a device for the greeting cards.
nice. What are the other potential uses? Like, are you saying that the technology that you have is the brightest, thinnest potential, or what's called lowest power per milliwatt and everything per battery capacity and stuff like that
Yeah,
for this kind of market?
yeah. We have various application. Actually, I will talk about that later. But we actually started from general lighting, and the general lighting actually it was too tough market for us because the LED is very cheap. So that is why we changed the way. But as an we are working on the flexible OLED, but the flexible OLED has so many applications. And actually, I will talk about it later. We have 1,200 inquiries on with so many different applications. That's why we got to know that this technology can be used for many things, including the medical or maybe the security. That sort of all. Greeting card kind of thing is just for introduction, and but we have so many ways of serious applications, and of course, and also as I said that we have wireless method that is making opening there's another market these days like a point of sales PO post kind of when you uh, display your product or maybe the package in the store, then you can highlight your logo or anything, and it's quite important for the marketing to have to be seen without a customer to be recognized. Then no buying decision can be made, right? Then this kind of a method can achieve a very high contrast. So that's why people start to think about buying your product. So
I'd like my credit card to light up every time I buy something at the store.
yeah. That would be possible. Yeah. That
Like
would be
a
yeah.
big heart that lights up and say thanks for the money, or maybe not exactly that. Maybe not exactly that, but some kind of thing. That would be like a fun thing. People would maybe spend more money. Like the
Yeah.
banks should buy this for every credit card.
Yeah. You're right. That may be quite
Because
interesting.
every one of these credit card contactless machines would emit the power for this.
Hmm. Yeah. That will work. And that is also interesting application for us and a big market. Yeah.
Can you maybe show? You have a slideshow, right, where you can maybe
Okay.
talk about the business, and
Okay. I will.
maybe I can add it right here.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah. Can you make it full screen? Yeah, there. Perfect.
So flexible LED strip we are working on. As you can see, it's very thin and it's bendable. So and actually we have been working on OLED for a long time. Since like year 2000, we have been working like 20 years, and we have made so many achievements. Once we were targeting general lighting, as I said, we were targeting high efficiency. And in year 2007, we achieved the highest efficiency. That was a 64 lumen per watt or something. That made me quite a surprise. Actually, I was not in Konica Minolta at the time, but I was so surprised to find that Konica Minolta achieved such a high efficiency. Probably at that time, what was achieved like was a 20 or 30, but all of a sudden, Konica Minolta achieved a 64 lumen per watt. So that made people quite a surprise. And then we announced printing roll-to-roll OLED in the Leiden building. And actually, I joined this company in 2010. And then we started to commercialize this kind of application. And that's why, and actually, at first we worked with the Philips and manufactured all phosphorescent OLED using this kind of highest efficiency technology using a glass. But what we found is that actually the rigid OLED is so tough because an LED is very good and very cheap. So that's why we changed the method, and then we focused on flexible lighting. in 2013, we announced flexible OLED, and we also announced the road to low OLED manufacturing line. That was the world's largest, almost like a Generation 5 half. That was the biggest line for the OLED lighting, and we invested. And then we announced 139 lumen per watt world record efficiency. I think this is still a world record. And then in the SID 2014, and we introduced this method for the theme park, OLED tulip. This is, you can't see this. I think his Stellenbosch theme park still
Can you zoom in on that part a little
Huh?
bit? Is it possible for you to zoom?
Okay. Zoom
Maybe
on, or maybe the
maybe with
camera.
on your slideshow, maybe, if it's not possible, or maybe.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't know how to do that.
Okay, no problem, no problem,
Okay.
no problem. Yeah.
And then we showed something interesting, but maybe I will skip. But this one was in Japan. This is very famous strain, gorgeous strain. Fukushima is having a OLED chandelier, and we made actually once made a joint venture with Pioneer and target in automotive, but we stopped the kind of venture after that, and our customer actually did several times the Shining Bottle label campaign. So that was the history. So we have been working on OLED for a long time and trying to find an application for other than display. Actually, display, as you know, the OLED is everywhere now and getting cheaper, and maybe you may have OLED smartphones or a television, and people is getting to know the name OLED. But now what we are doing is trying to find a different application of OLED because an OLED has a lot of possibilities. And so that's
You were
why.
actually involved. You were involved in the history of OLED, the development, right?
Oh
Since,
yeah.
20 years, more than that.
More than that. Actually, I was the actually I was leading the was first active matrix OLED display line, and also the work together with a specific company to commercialize OLED television. So I know of OLED display very well, but now I'm focusing on other than the displays. Yeah.
Is the OLED lighting going to be bigger than displays?
Nobody knows. As in, we will start from smaller market first. Then it will as the cost becomes lower. Then market will grow significantly later. I think. Now it will take some time. Just like LEDs. At first, LEDs were used for just for the indicator, right? It was indicator for toys or that sort of gadgets, but now everybody is using for the lighting. Nobody could imagine to use the LED for the lighting. So maybe it will take time, just like LEDs, I guess. And
Yes.
OLED has its differentiation, as in it can deliver very low, high brightness with a low heat, very friendly to human bodies. So yeah, OLED has specific differentiation. So the world will have a market later, I think.
And you have some more on your slides talking about the flexibility.
Yeah, of course. And so that's what I'm going to show here is that we started from OLED for general lighting, but we changed our way to the flexible OLED new application kind of method we're trying to approach. So now, yeah, as you know, our uniqueness is flexible and ultra thin and lightweight, and that is why. And we now are promoting the lighting paper concept. On this is what I explained. Actually, this is very famous so-called IDMA. IDMA is the letter AIDMA. IDMA model, people, when you're going to buy something, you start from paying attention. You have to be aware what you have something you are interested. So the attention comes first, and then people are interested, and then uh, get the desire to buy it and memorize it, and then buy it. So the so-called IDMA model comes attention comes the first. So the it is quite important to trigger this attention to cause the marketing behavior. So that's why we have to increase the possibility of attention. That is how this OLED can work. We can increase the probability of attention. And we have printing and also the lighting, but the normal printing is a so-called subtractive color mixing model. People actually the contrast is limited because then it reflects the light and then reaches the eye. Then it is a subtraction. So color is subtracted. That is why the contrast is limited. But using our method, it's a additive method. Actually, the display is such. We can increase the contrast ratio as much as you want. As because our OLED can deliver 2 or 6 times the brightness than a smartphone. So we can make a very good eye catching. So that's how this kind of uniqueness can happen.
How bright can it get? What's the maximum? Is there a lumen count maximum or something?
Actually, our OLED, actually, it is like LEDs. As you increase the electric current, brightness can increase proportionally. So you can increase as much as you want, but no, yeah, let's say maybe 3,000 candle per square meter will be no problem. Then it is quite bright. So that's normally your smartphone is like on a 500, and then 3,000 is no problem at all. So then yeah, you can get someone's eyes. You can catch someone's eyes. Then uh, you can make you can start trigger such a buying behavior over someone. So yeah, and 200 micron, right? So very thin. And LED solution needs a light guide or everything that can be thicker. And the uniformity is perfect for ours. So very good for this kind of application like logo or maybe catchphrase or that sort of slogan or that sort of purpose. Our OLED is very suitable. Yep. And what is important is that this is unique for us. As in, we have that sort of very light manufacturing in Japan, but no other people have, no other company have this kind of a technology. So this technology is available from us only. So and we have a lot of. I don't explain this, but we have a material strength and imaging strength and nano fabrication strengths and optical strengths because we are working on photo imaging industry. So that's why we have this kind of a strength that is very important to make this OLED. So yeah, this is our unique technology, and this is important these days. Eco-friendly, and people gradually are getting understanding OLED, but then no, not many people knows what is OLED, right? Actually, it is organic LED and made of light emitters and transporters. And light emitter is actually very similar to the printed pigments. Actually, while I'm writing chemical structures here, these are all used for the OLED, but these are all used for the printing as well. So similar material as printing, light emitters and transporters. It's almost it's almost the same as OPC. That is toners of the printers. So laser printer use toners, right? Then the transporter of our OLED is almost similar to that of toners. So in that sense, chemical impact to the nature is almost the same as printing. So we don't need to afraid of using OLED because it's almost the same as printing that have been used in the industry for thousands of years, right? So
Is it also possible to print it like
oh yeah,
like a printer?
actually,
Maybe can you show the device again on the little camera?
Print, print.
Yeah, like because there's talk of a printed OLED, right? Some people are talking about printed OLED for like television displays eventually will be printed, right? So the way you manufacture, is it similar to printing or?
Yeah, yeah, of course. And actually, our company is a very famous supplier of printing heads for the inkjet, and almost all companies in the inkjet field is using our printing heads. So we are familiar with the OLED printing very well. And actually, yeah, it's similar to printing. Actually, you can print by a normal commercial printer, but of course, the quality is not as good as what display companies are doing. So, but theoretically, it is the same. You can print OLED with no problem, and we have to stock. So the one of the difficulty of printing OLED is the stocking. You don't want to dissolve the underlayer, so that's why. Yeah.
Can you come even closer with the camera so we can could try to see how it looks like, this material that I don't know if you have macro or something like that, but so this is very thin, very light, very bright, very low power.
Right. Can you see now?
Yeah. What's on the back side of the screen of the light? It's just some electronics or something?
It's just foil. This is just a metal foil to protect the OLED because now OLED is moisture sensitive. That's why we have a metal foil back in the back side. So you can just see the metal foil with an QR code or something.
Can it be waterproof?
You have to laminate.
Laminate, right? With a plastic kind of cover or something, right?
You have to avoid moistures. Normally you have to avoid the moisture because this is electronics, so you don't want any corrosion or something. And also, OLED is not very good at moisture, so we need a good protection. Yeah.
And what's the lifetime when you do light?
Like actually, for this application, I'm talking for the commercial light, for the marketing. Battery is more contribution to the life actually. But for we in the past for the general lighting or automotive, we were pursuing to have the possibility, and I know that is tough, but there is a method to cope with that. Now we are not targeting a long lifetime application for this at this moment. Yeah, and maybe I don't know in the future. But we are trying to make a market for this kind of technology at first.
What about the shapes? And can you do like all kinds of shapes people want, or something specific?
We are making this panel by the shadow mask. So if you were to make arbitrary shape, you need a special shadow mask. You need a fixed cost, and You mentioned about the printing. Printing would be the better method for such arbitrarily shaping. The will that would be the next business, either next to what we are doing, maybe in the future. Now we are concentrating on making panel by the evaporation, so that may not be good for the arbitrary shaping. But yeah, you're right. Maybe if we can make an arbitrary shaping, that will be make another market, and that can be done by the printing. So yeah,
All right. So do you have more to show on the slides?
okay, yeah. And the market ideas I'm going to talk about, and I explain the in the from the beginning to now, we had 1,200 inquiries, and not just the general item or that's automotive. We had very many inquiries, including clothing, fashion, or maybe sports, maybe the sneakers, or maybe aircraft, furniture, and so many applications. We had inquiries, and including a tent or the toys, or so that's why we got to know that actually such inquiries instruct us. We have many possibilities, and we don't have to stick to the very difficult general item. So that's why we decided to change our way. So this is the slide that triggered us to work on this kind of
Can,
way.
can you describe some of these? Yeah, you're going to show there some examples.
Examples so you can see yeah, this is showing general lighting or the trading company or the illumination. We worked with several as I said, and a signage on aircraft space. Actually, our lighting is very lightweight, so the very suitable for the aircraft or space, like a space shuttle, or the maybe for the drones, air flying objects need a very lightweight, and 1 gram is very important. So such people want to use ours, and also for the furnitures and inspection as well. As our light is very uniform, and also yeah, the shelf of the supermarket or the entertainment is kind of interesting one. That the when you go to concert, you may be surprised to find a ticket shining. So that sort of application, or the another application, there was a singer, a costume. Somebody asked us to make using our OLED, the shining costumes of a famous girl. That sort of application existed. And tent is folded, right? And then if, even if it is folded, our OLED can be equipped. So, and the sports is for the yeah, as I said, the shoes. Shoes shining during your run. Then that gives you the contrast of logo or the as well as safety when you are running. And the fashion like for the proms or the weddings, you want to highlight yourself, right? So that's how we had offer for the yeah, weddings and everything, and also the floor light and museum. Museum is using already actually. Decoration, public house, toys. So many toys. Want to have this kind of thing devices. Elevator buttons, I think, outdoor and AR/VR. I don't remember AR/VR, but so many different application want to have a very thin or the very lightweight this kind of shining device. So yeah,
Do you have big talks about the automotive market? Because the cars need to be lighter, right?
yeah. car car manufacturers are interested in OLED lighting, and they want to actually they implemented in several Germany cars, and yeah, of course they are still interested in flexible OLED, and but what we found is that it is actually the competition with LED is so tough now. So what we thought is that we should start from maybe the market that can differentiate from LEDs at this moment. So the in future, of course, and we will be able to go to that market. The automotive market is very big, so of course that is a potential market to go next to this. I think. Yeah,
So
as you
to differentiate with the LEDs, anything that wants to be brighter, using less power, more attention grabbing, how would you describe the different points?
for the automotive market, it is a design. We can do the curvature, and yeah, curvature is very important for the automotive. And these days, automotive manufacturers are thinking that differentiation of their brand by the lighting is very important. If any car can drive, the driving function is can be made by everyone, but the design is the decision point. How people buy that kind of a car? So that's why they want to make a unique design, and then everybody has access to the existing technologies for the differentiation of a design, but this one is newly appeared. So that's why people can differentiate the design. So that's why many designers in the automotive market are interested in this flexible OLED.
I think it'd be nice to have it on the strap of a smartwatch, and when I pay with my watch in the store, then my strap lights up or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I know of such inquiries, and yeah, that will
Every
be.
time I log into the subway, when I go to, it just zip lights up.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of yeah. Well, our panel is very thin, so it can be incorporated in a band with no problem.
And
Yeah.
there's a question here asking about how about the blue light? Does it produce some blue light?
The people probably many people know that the OLED has less blue. LED is very strong in blue, but at the same time they have a too strong, intense blue light. But the OLED has less blue lights in a shorter wavelength. So it is very uh, a lot better than LEDs in terms of this kind of circadianism. Oh, what was that? Yeah. That kind of effect is very influenced by the shorter wavelength blue light, right? And the OLED is much better. Circadian.
Can I see the bottle again? The bottle you did with my logo. How did you implement that? Did you make my logo transparent on the background, or how does it? How do you do this?
Takemoto-san would be explaining.
We use this type of module inside. Can you see?
Yeah.
And then we printed your logo design with the skeleton seal, and then we just printed it and cut it and put it on this module, and then just put on the bottle and done. So it's very simple.
Very simple, but it looks so cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. That's good for your marketing.
Oh yeah. I can imagine, like, if I had some kind of event or something like that, right? I would be giving this bubbly drink to all the guests, and that
Yeah.
would. Do you have some customers doing stuff like that already?
The many customers are interested in for beverage manufacturers as well as, for example, the gaming industry need to have they like to shine everything, right? Even the computers. And that sort of event, or yeah, and yeah, we have many campaigns. They want to differentiate their events, so that's how they want to use this kind of unique bottles. Yeah.
So how does the gaming market use your technology? For example, what would they do with this on the games?
For example, their device is getting thinner and thinner, right? It used to be very bulky, but now thinner is a cooler method. So that's why they target thinner device. But for thinner device, and they want to shine a logo, everything, and then they want to use our device. And yeah, and we can light up everything in a way, so that's why they like to use ours. Yeah.
Nice. And do you have more to show on the slides?
Oh yeah, I have many. I made up yesterday. And
Nice.
campaigns, right? And you can see in the left bottom that we are shining the bottle by the smartphones. And
Oh wow.
this is a kind of interesting device, and then you can include a gaming feature. When you have an event, you want to have a gaming by the audience, and then you can touch the smartphone. Then actually, this leads you to the URL site that you want. So and then you can lead to the gaming site or something.
Actually, I could imagine that maybe, let's say, like this Pokemon Go, where you go in a city and you have to find something, and then you go with your phone and you touch something, and then it will light up to show that you get it. You got this Pokemon, or you got something.
That would be a cool device. We have to.
I can just imagine so many applications.
Yeah. And yeah, as I said, greeting cards or wedding cards. You want to have a unique wedding card, right? And yeah, the lights up, and yeah, you can make. And here, the reason why I wanted to talk about the greeting cards is that the greeting cards used to be declining in the market size, because you are okay with the SNS messaging or something, right? And but these days people are feeling greeting cards delivers the hurtful message. SNS is too simple to show the grateful communication. So that's why, due to the lockdown, greeting card sales leaps. And because the people care about their families or the friends or anyone. So that's why the greeting card sales is increasing. Then if it shines, that would be a perfect message for the one you love. So that's why this kind of communication is increasing. And
Is there any like consideration in terms of the mail service, right? Maybe they have some thinking about the battery safety, or maybe you just light it up with your phone, or
actually yeah, it depends. Regulation depends on the country, so we are looking up and finding the best method. Of course, and with the battery-less solution, it will be the perfect. Battery can be sometimes cause a problem in the regulation. But yeah, actually, we're using very small amount of material. This battery is very tiny one. So in most of the countries this is okay.
And is a safe battery? Is it already a mass production, thin and flexible battery technology?
Yeah, we have several vendors makes this kind of thin batteries. Yeah, so this is available. Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
this is also good for the packaging. Then you want to light up your gorgeous package of famous brands. Famous brands want to try to differentiate their brand, and also the store POPs, point of sales. This kind of and as I said, you don't need a wiring to light up your bins or anything. You have this label, and this lights up by any this kind of a smartphones or the NFC receivers without wiring to the panels. So that's why you can avoid the complicated installation. So you just need to place your shining bottle on the receivers, then it shines on the shelf. So that kind of technology can be used. And this is a wireless solution. You when you enter your office, you do this way, and then also yeah, as I showed, this is a bottles, and also this is a salsa or something. This Chinese, yeah.
What's happening with that face over there on the right? Is it lighting up the mouth?
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This might be for the Halloween, but it's finished already.
And the first one is also a mouth, like kind of like saying, "Thank you for paying," or
yeah, as you said, yes,
Yeah.
that should be a good application.
or maybe it's like it should be like like the green color of money, right? So the money lights up green every time you spend something.
Mm. Yeah, great creativity you have.
Okay.
And arts, several artists are using ours, including very famous artists. Several are using this kind of as an they are always trying to find the new parts. So, and this is one of our examples. This video, and this was used for the marketing of one cosmetic company in Japan. And this is a little old, 2017. We made this kind of a prototype. And,
What does it light up? The corner of the card?
oh, the 17 one?
Yeah. What does it light up? The corner or the whole card?
Oh, this is just for the stars. Star shines. This is very tiny. And then the packaging. Packaging is important. You want to light up the brands. On the shelf, it is very hard to differentiate, they say. So many packages are lined up, then it is hard to differentiate them. So in that kind of a case, when it shines, it can be a very good differentiation. And as I said, we have several ways. Thin battery is one more way, but there are several ways to shine our panels. Thin battery is when you want to achieve ultra thin application. Thin battery is the perfect one. You can use this even for the paper planes, I think. And greeting cards is one of the application. And this is the thin battery solution. Yeah, very thin, and the battery is very thin. You just need to connect these two. You can just you can shine this up. So very thin solution. And we can make a face stickers. Oh, Nakajima-san is Nakajima-san. This is a face sticker you can see. You can see shining. And you can attach to the mouse guards or make it to the skins actually. It's no problem. As an OLED doesn't make heat. It just increase the temperature like an 1 degree or 2 degrees. So it's very safe to the human skins. So face sticker, probably if you do this by the LED, it will cause the heat and may cause a heat injury. But in our case, it doesn't happen. And
you could also maybe at festivals when people have these bracelets on, maybe they can have something light up when every time you scan to enter the festival, and maybe also all kinds of challenges around the festival or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
again.
Yep. That would be a good application. And completely different method. You can use a USB connector to light up our panels. These are made by Nakajima-san on the left. He is this kind of craftsman. Always making for the Facebook. Our Facebook site always making this kind of craft. So interesting craft that shines up very brightly. Oh, the Takemoto-san is going to show the USB version. USB version can deliver enough electric current, so it's very bright.
Oh, there, I switch over. USB it is.
Yeah, USB version. Very bright. And you don't have to worry about the capacity of a battery. Yeah, you can make it shine as long as you don't have blackouts. So,
nice. So with a power bank, you can have some light for a long time.
Yep. And this is a kind of ubiquitous method. These days you have AC adapter for the smartphone everywhere. So wherever you want to shine our OLED, you can just connect to the OLED USB connector so that it shines a very bright light. Yeah, and another method is I can go back to the slides. And I use a coin battery. Maybe the thin battery is the best probably, but when you don't have enough capacity, you can use a coin battery as well. And this is also the craft that Nakajima-san made. And you can buy any type of toys or everything, and then you can easily modify it to shine it. Yeah. And you can check the Facebook and you can find many this kind of works.
So it's just on your Facebook page?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see?
We can check it later. I'll put the link under the video for your Facebook. Your LinkedIn also is busy.
Oh yeah. These days are very busy. Actually, the Facebook and also LinkedIn are attracting so many people. I was so surprised, especially the wireless OLED attracted so many attentions. And then we started the e-commerce. Mauser is now shipping, and also in Japan, Marutz and Switch Science are delivering our panel online. So, and all of a sudden, that sort of a wireless solution one was sold out all of a sudden. So yeah, and now we will be shipping next lot. But yeah, it is attracting so many attention these days. Yeah.
How about that receiver for the wireless? Is it possible to have a smaller coil or something like that? Something that can fit on a bracelet?
yeah, the smaller coil will make it shine, and yes, and the reason why we are using NFC is that the NFC is popular in everywhere. And you will just go to the store and to buy the NFC receiver, or maybe you have a smartphone, then it can shine up very easily. So, but yeah, you're right. You can just need to make a coil to make it lighting. Yeah. Yep.
And
And we also have a solution for the mobile battery. And this is mobile battery everybody has these days. So this also can deliver a very high brightness, and this is portable, so you can shine everywhere. But mobile battery can be bulky, so the pros and cons. And wireless solution for batteryless is very getting a lot of attention these days, as I said. And these are also crushed by the Nakajima-san is making NFC packaging of many interesting, charming packaging or that sort of. Yeah. And this is also the demonstration of wireless. It stopped actually. Yeah, you can write the URL link, whatever you want, so that when your smartphone is touched, that it directs the smartphone to the site you want. So that in this case, this card is connecting to our Konica Minolta site. You can directly link to your site. So this is a convenient device for the marketing, I think. Yep. And we have four panels on the white and the red, the square, and the rectangles. So this is the end of my slide. So I'm very much looking forward to everyone's creativity, and we have icons in the background, right? And actually we have so many these are all applications we had inquiries. So yeah, we want to have good business, and so I want everyone to think about how to utilize, how to fully maximum use of our features.
let's say a country like Denmark or another country wants to implement these on like 1 million of these train cards or subway cards or something like that. What's the procedure in getting this made? How much work will be required to make custom cards that everybody can start using? How expensive will it be? Is there anything you can kind of say about this, like this on a video chat?
Yeah, it's really related to customers, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I'm wondering, like if you are selling the kits on Mauser and some other sites, and how much are the kits? People can buy them right now, and how much does it cost?
For the marketing, we are selling by the e-commerce sites, and I think they are quite expensive, but that is just for the marketing. If you make a proof of concept, of course, and we can discuss with the customer for volume discount or anything. But yeah, the reason why we're doing the kind of e-commerce is for the convenience of users, and we have so many potential applications, and we don't have enough resource to cope with so many. So that's why I want such newly joined potential users to try. So that's why anyone can buy from the e-commerce so that they can make a proof of concept to see if this is that is reasonable to go to the main real business. So that is why. And yeah, it's really surprisingly well. It is make increasing the sales these days in commerce. So I think people are trying their ideas. So it's a good sign.
And so do you think 2021 is going to be busy in this new kind of like market? You're going to light up the world?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Yeah, we are
All right.
already very busy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is really great to do this live video. Actually, can you explain where you are?
Now in Tokyo, actually, we are in it's a famous town, Akihabara. This town is very famous for electronics and these days for anime.
Uh, Akihabara is famous for being a lot of lights everywhere and very bright.
Yeah.
So you're the perfect fit. You wanna light up Akihabara even more.
Yeah, we want. Actually, one of Marutu has a store that is selling our components, and yeah, we want them to sell well.
So is that the headquarters of your business unit, or
Oh,
it's just a visit? You just visit.
we have actually this is kind of like we work. We have a separate office here, and yeah, we were using this location for this kind of a video shoot, and but as and we thought this is the perfect place.
And I'm in Denmark right now, so we're doing a very global video. So for the whole world is watching. I don't think they're watching the political news in the USA. It's nothing is happening, right? I'm joking, but something might be happening over there also.
Yeah, it's a cricket.
But which market do you think is biggest for you? Which country?
Country-wise, I think the US and Europe. And Europe is also very important because many good design comes out of Europe. And we have connection with the famous designers, and that are mostly located in Europe. So they will make business, I believe.
How about architects? Are you working with some cool architects?
Architects, we have inquiries, but for now, the architects means that we have to live like tens of years, right? So now we are concentrating a little easier application, I would say.
So consumer electronics, people who make some really cool or lifestyle design, something like that, right?
Yeah, lifestyle design. Yeah, that is a good word. Yeah.
And as soon as you get into big quantities, it becomes affordable. It becomes something that everybody's going to have.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, people should have this kind of a device. I think gradually, just like all the display penetrated into the market. Nobody imagined actually. Like in 2007 or 8, nobody believed that the OLED becomes penetrated in the market. OLED people were almost feeling very sad about as of now our cost was very high and we couldn't compete with the LCDs. But now OLED is very popular. So in 10 years or so, the situation will be changed, and then OLED lighting, this kind of thing will prevail in the market gradually, I think.
What happened to make it affordable? Because we did this video last year at the Display Week, this interview before this strange time.
Yeah.
Now.
Remember that.
And
now
you were talking about, and you were talking about you were talking about that you were surprised that it became affordable suddenly. There was something happened, right? Some new innovations. Some people came in there, and now there's millions and millions of OLED TVs.
Yeah. And the reason why the OLED display became so popular is because one of our company found a very good killer application, smartphones. And we were in the past, before that, we were targeting for the cameras or the camcorders or the automotives, but we were not seriously targeting the smartphone because we thought that the power consumption is very important. And at that time, power consumption was higher with OLED. But it was very clever. They changed the GUI design, and then block-based interface make the power consumption very low. So that's why we could save the power, and thus extends the battery operation time. So and also delivers very beautiful contrast and color gamut. So yeah, that was a very good killer application. So we will probably have similar approach. And among as I said, as you can see this graph, we have so many applications, and then there will be killer application in one of them, or two of them. I don't know, several. So then, yeah, as we manufacture, the cost will go down, and then people can enjoy the value versus the cost, I think.
How about
So,
the environmental impact in terms of recycling? Is it possible to use these materials again, something, or to recycle them in a safe way?
in the manufacturing, we are already doing the recycling. And we deposit the material on the substrate, and then we can recycle the waste, material waste, so that we can do such recycling. And yeah, that sort of recycling is already started, and then that's why how we can also do the cost down with that kind of approach. Yeah.
And when you're talking about these OLED displays that are TV and smartphone, they have active metrics and stuff like that. Can you also do that in the lighting direction, or the lighting is gonna stay without the active metrics and stuff like that? Or do you know does it make sense what I'm asking?
Theoretically, if you tile this kind of a panel and you can implement transistors, you can active drive it. Then by the print circuit manner, right? So for the signage, that will be possible.
So you can make like a huge display on the stadium for Tokyo 2021.
21.
Which each pixel is this size? Oh no.
That would be possible, but yet that should be started quickly if that need to happen.
Yeah. But there's a delay, so on the Olympics, so maybe this is chance.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's nice to be in Akihabara.
Yeah. This is an interesting town.
I miss Akihabara.
Oh yeah, you miss? Yeah. It's a great place. This town has been changed so much. When did you come?
Oh my God, I was there in 2014.
14.
So in the last 6 years, there's a lot of change.
Yeah, it was quite a change. So many girls with costumes.
They need to have OLED lighting in the costume, right?
Oh yeah. They need to have, sure. They need to highlight themselves.
All right. It's one of the important things with fashion. You wanna get the attention on the street. You want everybody to look at you.
Yeah.
This is potential to do some big stuff with some fashion designers.
Yeah. Actually, in the past we had several possible deals that he was asking for the costume for the famous heroes. But yeah, we didn't do that because it doesn't make much business. But yeah, that sort of a business can happen, of course. Entertainment area is really interesting.
Nice. So this is fascinating to see what's next, and you
Yep.
will keep posting updates on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn,
Yep.
on your Twitter,
Twitter, we are not working on. No.
YouTube. You have YouTube channel.
YouTube,
maybe?
yeah, we have YouTube. YouTube,
Yeah, but mostly a lot on Facebook right now, right?
yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot for doing this awesome and good morning over there, right? It's a morning.
Yeah, it's in the midnight for you, right? Thank you very much.
Yeah, but this is fine because there's a lot of entertainment happening and on the American TV channels
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are competing with the presidential election.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see if there's some news happening, but this is really cool. And in this strange time, your company also has been able to just continue in full speed in the last 10 months.
Yeah. But we have been very busy these days. Yeah, extremely busy these days. Yep.
All right.
It's a fortunate thing.
It's cool. It's very nice to speak with you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah,
And thanks for your colleagues.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for doing this cool show, this awesome studio where you are in Akihabara. Thanks for this entertainment. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate.
All right, and hopefully the SID Display Week 2021 will be normal, right?
21 we are planning still. So the virtual or physical, we are not sure yet, but we'll make a very good show. So please join us.
All right.
As a president.
I'm hoping for a physical one.
Yeah. Networking is important, right?
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for. And how did it go with the SID Display Week 2020? Maybe you can. It was a virtual. Did people get to network over the virtual space?
Yeah, very well received. I think I would say. We had a survey on the survey result we received, and then especially the attendees are very well received. Actually, that's because you can check the symposium presentation or the seminars many times, or if you have any specific part that you are interested, you can check immediately, or you can skip the company introduction, or maybe that sort of a convenience. So whatever you want, you can go immediately, and then you can see whenever you want. You have a 10 minutes free time, and then you can join the display week. That sort of a convenience was very well received, and then many of attendants said that it is a very good conference and event. So
it's many presentations. They're all online, right? People can go and watch them right now.
Yeah. So still available, actually.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So thanks a lot. And
thank you very much.
Looking forward to see this everywhere.
Yeah.
In the years to come.
Yeah. In Display Week 21.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you very much.